Amazon, Meta, Apple reporting quarterly results after the bell yesterday. All three beating estimates on the top and bottom lines. Meta declaring a quarterly dividend for the first time ever. And then Apple logging its first growth quarter. This after 4 quarters of declining sales. But it did miss on iPhone sales and posted declining sales for China. I want to bring in Doug Clinton, managing partner and co-founder of Deepwater Asset Management, to sort of walk through all of these numbers. What were you impressed by? What were you unimpressed by? And what are you going to do about it?
Andrew, I mean, you'd have to give the best grade to Meta when you think about these earnings. Everything was flawless. The earnings were great. The buyback, the addition of that was great. And then the guidance was really strong, accelerating revenue growth off of a great number in Q4. So obviously they get the highest marks. What I actually think is the most interesting takeaway has nothing to do with any of the 3 companies that reported last night. What Mark Zuckerberg talked about on the earnings call for Meta, the year of efficiency, the hunger that I think that has brought to Meta, the pace of innovation, that was inspiring. And I actually think that was a tell for Google. I think Google needs its own year of efficiency. When you compare the energy on their call, which I think is a reflection really of the pace of innovation at the company, to Meta, to Microsoft, it just doesn't feel like it's on the same level. And so I would love to see, as a Google shareholder and a Meta shareholder, I would love to see Google take that hard step and find a little bit more hunger in their business to go after this huge AI opportunity that's in front of them. And it just doesn't feel like they've been quite as aggressive as Meta by comparison.
Okay, if you could own one stock, which would you own?
We own both, and I prefer Meta here.
Okay, let's talk Apple. What do you think?
Apple, I'd grade them probably a B- or a C+ on earnings. Obviously, the guide I think was disappointing. Even if you back out a little bit of this COVID comp issue year over year going into the March quarter, you're still talking about flat iPhone numbers. And I think that speaks to the reality that they're in a business that is relatively mature now. The bigger news to me for Apple gets back to AI, because that's what the Mag 7 are all about. I think that them talking about generative AI, Tim Cook saying for the first time, we do have a generative AI product coming to market later this year. That probably means WWDC in June. I think that was the biggest news that came out of the call. It probably will have something to do with an evolution to Siri. And I think investors might get more excited about Apple being an AI company leading up to that announcement.
Are you a believer that Apple can take that there can be a step change in what Apple is doing with Siri? That is fundamentally, rocks the business in the best way possible?
I don't know if I would say rocks is how I would describe what I think will happen. I think it's more of an evolutionary process. And I think that's what we're seeing if you look at Meta's AI sort of efforts so far. They've been more experimental. They've been more incremental. So I would expect the generative powered version of Siri to be an evolution. And then over time, I think it can evolve into something that is a significantly different product than what we're used to using Siri for today. But that's probably a few years away. It's probably not something that sort of rocks us all out of the gate this June.
How concerned are you about the China sales issue for Apple?
We've seen this before. Actually, if you go back in history, back to when Warren Buffett was buying the stock initially in 2016, we had the same story. It was China, the story is over. There's no more growth to be had in China. That was the biggest knock on the stock at that time. We're kind of seeing that again here. And the reality is this: they still make the best smartphone in the world. And even with spatial computing coming, even with AR and VR, we're still going to be using smartphones for the next decade, probably. They'll be powered by AI. And I think that powered by AI, sort of the continued evolution that we're talking about now with generative AI, will continue to be a tailwind for sales. So I think they'll be fine in China, but it could take a couple quarters for them to work that out.
You probably can't see it on your screen, but we're showing images of the Vision Pro. I had an opportunity to play with it again for now the second time yesterday. It's going to be launching this morning. I think they're doing a big launch event over on Fifth Avenue at the Apple Store. What's your early expectations and maybe your long-term expectations?
Andrew, my partner Gene Munster, who I know you know very well, has played with it a few times. We ordered one that we expect to get today. And I would say we're sort of balanced in our expectations. We think the device is incredible, will be incredible. I think that Apple still needs to figure out what is the killer use case, and getting the device out into the wild, getting it into the hands of developers, I think is that first step to finding the killer use case, and then ultimately seeing, is spatial computing going to be a new leg of growth for Apple? Could it be the future of the Mac business? I think that's possible, but I think it'll be several years before the numbers are meaningful to Apple. They probably sell a few 100,000 units this year. And so when you think about it from a revenue perspective, it probably doesn't move the needle much more than a few percent this year or next.